Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell, let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. There you are, sir. We greatly appreciate you. The totem for this message is going to be a red wolf. I've got some word that I'm going to share with you all. I'm going to be reading from the book of Judith. I'm going to be reading from chapter 16. I'm going to read the first 17 verses. Then Judith began to sing this thanksgiving in all Yashar El. And all the people sang after her this song of praise. And Judith said, "Begin to my Elohim with timbrels. Sing to my Adonai with cymbals. Tune to him a new psalm. Exalt him and call upon his name. For Elohim breaks the battles. For among the camps in the midst of the people, he has delivered me out of the hands of them that persecuted me. Asher came out of the mountains from the north. He came with 10,000s of his army, the multitude whereof stopped the torrents, and their horsemen have covered the hills. He bragged that he would burn up my borders and kill my young men with the sword, and dash the sucking children against the ground, and make my infants as a prey and my virgins as a spoil. But El Shaddai Yahuwah has disappointed them by the hand of a woman. For the mighty one did not fall by the young men, neither did the sons of the Titans smite him, nor high giants set upon him. But Judith, the daughter of Merari, weakened him with the beauty of her countenance. For she put off the garment of her widowhood for the exaltation of those that were oppressed in Yashar El, and anointed her face with ointment, and bound her hair in a tire, and took a linen garment to deceive him. Her sandals ravished his eyes, her beauty took his mind prisoner, and the falchion passed through his neck. The Persians quaked at her boldness, and the Madai were daunted at her hardiness. Then my afflicted shouted for joy, and my weak ones cried aloud, but they were astonished. These lifted up their voices, but they were overthrown. The sons of the damsels have pierced them through and wounded them as the children of fugitives. They perished by the battle of Yahuwah. I will sing to Yahuwah a new song. O Yahuwah, you are great and glorious, wonderful in strength and invincible. Let all creatures serve you, for you spoke and they were made. You did send forth your Ruach, and it created them. There is none that can resist your voice. For the mountains shall be moved from their foundations with the waters. The rocks shall melt as wax at your presence. Yet you are merciful to them that fear you. For all sacrifice is too little for a sweet savor to you, and all the fat is not sufficient for your ascending smoke offering. But he that fears Yahuwah is great at all times. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred. Yahuwah Sepheth will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment, in putting fire and worms in their flesh, and they shall feel them and weep forever. One of the names that was mentioned, I believe, is at the very beginning, Judith. That is Judith. If you're wondering why everything is with the letter Y, when you have learned it from the letter J. It's because the letter J wasn't invented until much later on. So, all right. Thank you all so much for being here. I feel it. Divine feminine power. I feel it. I feel it. I feel like someone has... Whew, you have persevered. You have persevered. I'm going to pull a monology real quick. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Meditate and contemplate. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm feeling the energy of someone is, you're getting used to the new peace in the air in your life. Your commitment is being tested. Balance spirituality and practicality. We have the new moon and the full moon of Pisces out here in this reading. They were the first and last moon to appear as well. I'm going to pull a oracle. We'll get started with tarot. Thank you all so much for being here. Those of you that like, share, comment, subscribe, you have prayers with good intentions. Those of you that just shine your light, I love you and I appreciate you. You're making the world a better place. All that glitters, 16, and loyal heart. I felt a lot of anger from God just then, and it had to do with, wow, wicked people having hands on my possession. Okay, so the wicked have had hands on God's inheritance. That's what I'm feeling from this. We have this thinker. It came out reversed with all that glitter. So someone was after fool's gold. Someone's power, everything that they have is vanity. Everything that they are is vanity. Their life is vanity. It's all in vain. Your riches, your gold, your title, your power, your money. Vanity. Nothing. Dust in the wind. Okay. Loyal heart. You're being rewarded for your loyalty. You're being rewarded for your tenacity. You're being rewarded for your endurance, your strength, perseverance, your resilience. Resilient. You are very resilient. Very resilient. Hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off, and the end of a touch cycle approaches, and you feel it, and you're getting used to the new air in the air. And it's more peaceful. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like as if they haven't been trying it, but you know that their end is near. You know that their end is near. And so, like, yeah, you could focus on the attacks that have recently happened, or maybe you might sense them trying to form another. But I think your best bet is to focus on the peace that you will feel when they're gone, because their end is near. So just keep pulling in that I'm at peace because this is already gone. I'm at peace because they have already met judgment. I'm at peace because everyone has already met the sword. The end is already spoken for them. I'm at peace. I'm at peace. Someone doesn't want you to be at peace. Hermit energy. Yeah, they do not. They don't like that you have gotten better. You've gotten better at maintaining your boundaries and your peace. You've gotten better at rejecting or reflecting or deflecting or, I don't know, backhanding these energies that get projected towards you. You don't take it on anymore as your own. Wow. Wow. That was for a specific person. For a particular individual in this message, the corruption that you're up against hates that you talk to me. They hate that you talk to me. They fucking hate it. They also hate that they can't hear our conversations. And they hate how strong you've gotten. So, all right, that's for someone, but I felt it. Like, they hate that. I don't know why, like, but it just came through, like, because they don't want you to have peace. They don't want you to have help. They don't want you to have support. They don't want you to have a network. They want you alone, and you're not. You used to feel alone, but you don't anymore. And they hate that. They hate that you feel strong. They hate that you feel confident about yourself. They hate that you feel good. They hate it because they're losing. Oh, it's driving them nuts that you're happy. Justice, justice, justice. Amen. Hallelujah. And the star, because of the devil. The star, devil, and justice. The devil's going to meet the sword. The hermit, right? This hard-working hermit in the collective, they're going to be the star. Because this whole situation is going to get closed out. And you've intuitively known this. This is why you're kind of like, I'm going to just start getting used to the new energy in the air because I know that this cycle is coming to an end. Judgment is here. I have my success. My chariot is here. Wow. The lovers. I have no need to fear. All right. I really don't. I love how like you've got your back to this. Oh, because death is on their back. So you don't even have to like, you can just keep your eyes towards the sun. Because if anyone is like, competing or coming after you or working towards you with ill intent, they have death on their back. They don't see that though. They don't see that there's this angel of death that has this sword of truth that's on them, that is on them. Yeah, they're on a fool's journey. They don't see that. That's hidden. That's hidden. It's hidden. And it's partially because you know. So like, just being in the know of what the enemy is doing is very empowering because just the I am awareness puts a presence in place. Just that in of itself. Then if you add intentions, manifestations, prayer, bet your ass you have the upper hand. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you do. The Fool. The Fool is really for you because you're the star. You're the star receiving the justice. Mm-hmm. Okay. Damn, that's Six of Pentacles. And the devil. And I knew it because I don't know if you saw how the Six of Pentacles, it was like round and round and round. Like, is it in the upright? Is it in the reverse? Who's it going to go to? Who's it going to receive? Because the devil was sitting there trying to spin the wheel. Like someone spun a wheel of fortune and it was like looking like it was going to land on the collective. And the devil started sweating and trying to like spin the wheel a little bit, like behind the scenes, trying to get it to land on the devil instead. It ain't going to land on the devil. The devil's not getting the wheel of fortune. It's not happening. Oh, it's kind of funny. It's trying though. Ten of Wands. It's really trying. But it doesn't realize like whose game show this is. Like just because you think you can put a hand on the wheel of fortune as it's spinning and you think you can stop it from landing on the collective, you're in God's game show. God is the host. You're in the stage. Like, I don't know. They just don't have power like they think they do. I mean, they don't know that. They literally aren't aware that they can't do what they think they can. They aren't aware of that. King of Wands reverse. Hell no, you can't form that weapon. Hell no, that action ain't gonna prosper. Hell no, that energy ain't gonna manifest. You ain't gonna see your desires. But I'll see mine. Eight of Pentacles reverse. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. Whatever they're doing, whatever they're trying, whatever they're attempting or thinking or desiring, it's not gonna work. Not even a little bit. Like, it's going to hurt. 9-9. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. That's you. This is entirely for you. Entirely for you. Whatever this devil was trying to stop you from receiving, it's entirely for you. And the devil can't stop anything because it's in God's world. Like, it's in God's creation. God is the show. Running the whole thing. It doesn't even realize that it's a part of a script. Like it thinks it's more sentient than the person that wrote the script. But it thinking that is part of the script. It's a pawn. It makes plans and God's laughs. All right. Okay. Hang one. They're really trying to find a way in though. They're trying. They're trying and they can't. They can't find a way into your energy. The most that they could do was affect like some things in your material. But as far as like energetic, they can't touch you. Spiritually, they can't touch you. Ace of Cups. And it's because of your soul. It's because of your spirit. It's because of the energy around you. And it's because you've transformed yourself. You've transformed yourself. 10 of Cups. I knew it. 11 Cups. Ascended Master Cups. All right? You've transformed yourself. You've became an Ascended Master. I mean, you always were one, but okay. You know, 4 of Wands. Oh, I love it. Stable, happy energy. Stable, rested energy. Like, all right, so you know how you have like a resting heartbeat? Well, the resting heartbeat of your life is happiness, independent wish fulfillment, and happiness. That's your resting place in life. And that's why, like, this devil energy can't freaking get in. They can't get past your waters. They're too clean. You're too pure. You've been made pure. You've been like purifying yourself. You're like holy. It's like the 70% water of your body is literally holy water, okay? Like you're 70% holy water and salt of the earth and spirit of God. Like it's, I mean, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Because when you approach the collective, you're approaching the temple of God. Dang, 10 of Wands. That's what they're gonna experience. They're gonna meet like equal opposite force and resistance. Like it's just if they try to like increase their efforts, then they're just gonna get slapped back in the face that much harder. It's kind of funny how I'm seeing the imagery of the like energy dynamic that's put in place over them. Like they will get an equal and opposite return of energy, and it feels very fast, and you don't have to have a hand on it. God already put this little position, this little system of energy in play in their lives already. So like if they, all right, imagine like a karmic walking up to a door that says pull to open, and they start pushing. It doesn't open. They push harder. It doesn't open. Okay. Well, in this scenario, this door is not a normal door. If you fail to follow the instructions of pull to open on this door is going to push you back 10 times harder than you push it. So this karmic walks up to this door that says pull to open, and they'll go to push it open, and the door pushes them back. Maybe it hurts their wrist a little bit. They weren't expecting that. And they're like, what the hell? So then they back up. They back up like a goat or something. Like they're going to charge it. They're going to ram into the door. Man, they about break their damn neck. Poor thing. That door hits them so freaking hard right back. They bust them right on their ass. I said pull. You're not going to force your way through this. You either do what I command you to do or you don't get it at all. Okay, shit, like that hurts. That's why the King of Wands came out reversed with the devil, and that's why the Eight of Pentacles came out reversed with the devil. They can't even make it work. They can't even make it happen. Like if this person was trying to start a fire, that shit's going out. Like every time they think they're like, spark, spark, spark. Oh, yes. Fuck. Spark, 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 spark. Yes. Fuck. All right, they switched the matches. Yes. Fuck. They can't get anything to work. They can't get the candle to work. They can't get the match to light. They ain't got no gas. They ain't got nothing. Like nothing's working for this person. They don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have the ability. They don't have the provision. They're not sanctified to do that. They're not sanctioned by God to do what they're wanting to do. It's like, I told you no. And it's like, yeah, you do have the free will to not listen, but that doesn't mean I'm going to allow you to do it. Okay, whatever. They're just going to figure that one out. They're very stubborn. Like, they're hard-headed. Their head is so freaking hard. Man, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt because their head is so thick. Like, I know it's going to hurt because I know what happens when you're hard-headed. You get frying pans of illumination. And it's cast iron. Like, it's iron sharpens iron. You want to be so dull and hard-headed, we gonna strike you and hammer you down. Bing. You learned the lesson yet? 3 of Wands reverse, 8 of Wands reverse. Nope. Okay. Ace of Swords. Bing. You learned the lesson yet? King of Wands doing double energy. Nope. Okay. All right. Shit. It's not like the divine is getting tired. Okay. All right. What else needs to come through on this besides this like shenanigans? You're getting it. 99. Okay. 99 problems and they aren't one. All right. 99 wish fulfillments and they aren't one. Like 99 and they aren't one. Whatever, however you want to word that, fill that, compute that. Emperor magician. This is what you're stepping into. And you haven't, for, excuse me, for someone, you haven't fully been in emperor energy. You've been in a lot of empress energy. There it is. She came out as soon as I was talking about it. So I'm not making this up. The cards are a good medium of the energy I'm feeling. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, and that was part of your growth I was talking about. Like, and that's what they hate. And they hate that you've gotten stronger. They hate that you have healthier boundaries. They hate that your energy is fortified. Like, you were always this empress energy, this divine feminine energy, but like, because you weren't fully balanced in this emperor energy, they were trying to be the emperor in your life. And this is a follow-up of someone in the collective. You're like the new Joanne d'Arc type deal, okay? Like, you're answering the call from the heavens, all right? And the heavens are hearing your cries. Like, they are hearing your screams to the heavens. It's being answered. Like, this deliverance, this justice, this truth is happening. So now you aren't just the divine feminine empress, but you're the king of pentacles and the emperor and the magician now. Because you overcame the false masculine that was trying to be the masculine in your life. And you found it who it really was through God in you. You found out it was you. And you learned how to embody it, how to be it, how to represent it, how to stand on it. And rebuke anything that thinks that they can stand on you. So you've grown a lot. You've grown so much. You're now the Empress Emperor. And it's really strong. Judith was not someone to be fucked with, okay? She wasn't. There's quite a few very strong female characters in the Bible that were removed from the canon Bible because the church is an asshole. But the real Torah, the real word, the real story, the whole thing has some very powerful women in it. Judith was not to be fucked with. Neither was Ruth. Neither was. Oh man, man. People didn't know. They didn't know because those stories were removed. The stories where it was a woman that got removed. They didn't want y'all to know about that. So then, like, this woman shows up in the scene. And you don't have to be a female, okay? So you can like flip this dogma differently. Right now, it feels like sexism and it feels like divine masculine and divine feminine having to balance out the imbalance of these roles and this patriarchal suppression and domination, like this dominating rule over the feminine energy. That's what I feel someone in the collective has liberated on behalf of the collective. Like, I feel that you have done that. But if this isn't a masculine or feminine necessarily dynamic, then it could be something else. This could be talking about some kind of ism, some kind of whatever, right? But under some kind of circumstances, you were the right, but you were held in a light of wrong. And you had to push through this thick cloud of illusions and false agendas and narratives that are trying to convince everyone that the truth is something it's not. And you had to overcome that. You had to clear the air, clear the smoke and mirrors, shine a light on it, reveal the actual true reflection of what it is. And they tried to suppress you for it. So for some of you, this could be talking about individuals in the collective liberating themselves from the positions or the powers of this like matrixed reality, right? And it did involve you mastering your masculine and feminine energy. So I'm sure even if you're a masculine individual, you can still resonate with your divine feminine being suppressed. It's not really about the gender. It's about the consciousness, the energy of the divinity, and balancing out the awareness and integrating this higher mind, this higher light. So you have grown very far, whoever you are. You aren't just this Empress energy. You're fortified and you're strong and you're balanced in this Emperor energy. So now when someone sees that you're this abundant Empress, resourceful, you're this, basically to them, they see you as a cash cow and they think, oh, I'm going to dominate you. I'm going to dominate you. I'm going to dominate you. And then you're going to produce abundance for me. You're going to be my little cash cow slave. And you're like, oh, but I'm not just this Empress energy. I'm also the Emperor. And I'm a lot stronger than you. So how about you be my cash cow, bitch? Yeah. Don't try to force me into nothing. You ain't gonna force me to do anything. You lucky I'm a nice enough person to not do to you what you tried to do to me, because unlike you, I actually could fucking do that to you. But I won't. Wow. All right, Empress, you have some integrity. I feel that you got some strength, and you're increasing your career, your finances. I do feel that because you're showing up as King of Pentacles and Emperor with this Ace of Wands. So there may be some kind of I feel like a contract or a client or a business. There's some kind of like stream of money that's coming in. I feel that with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords. I do feel, I mean, we see this Tower and this Ten of Pentacles. They tried. They really tried. They did a lot of attacks on your technology and on your material, and were trying to intercept messages and surveillance and sabotage and block, paperwork. I mean, they were trying to do whatever, gatekeep you, but like, you're the Empress Emperor now. Empressorer. You're the empressorer. Yes. The empressorer. The Magi empressorer. Okay? All right. Well, it's time to empressorer them. All right? With your Maginess, your Royal Highness. All right. So you're teaching people and you're balancing things out in the collective, You're showing people that you're not just one thing, you're both. And there's people that try to use the imbalance to maintain power and control, and they don't like that you're doing this. They don't like that you're taking the power. I mean, first, I'm just like, I know this message isn't just for this particular person I'm feeling, but I'm still going, I feel it strong, so I'm going to single out your specific timeline. These men will not have power and control over you. You're showing them what a divine feminine actually is. And it's a lot more powerful than they think they are over you. You're balancing the scales. They don't fucking like that. They don't like being put in their place. And they especially don't like that they're being put in their place by a woman. I'm serious. I feel the energy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's not the reading. It is. I feel it. It's fucking crazy. Goodness. But like, damn, if we really wanted to go there with these men that try to have control, you're more man than they are. I mean, if we really want to fucking go there, if we really want to whip it out and measure it, you're more man than they are. I feel it off you. You king, queen tut over here. Like, I don't know who the hell they think they are, but they ain't got it. They aren't it. You're the divinity. You're the empressorer. 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 Okay? Goodness. I really like that part of this King of Pentacles energy that I'm feeling off of you, that like, and I think that's why right now this energy is divided, because this is you reclaiming what's yours. There's an energy return in this. Like, you didn't just become the empressorer like out of void necessarily. Like, you literally took that shit back. Like, these men that try to control you, you took back what was yours, what was ours, what belonged to the divine feminine, what belonged to God. You weren't able to keep everything you took because it just wasn't yours to keep, but you still took it back on behalf. This King of Pentacles energy used to belong to one of those masculine energies that tried to dominate over you, Empress or Emperor, Empressorer. They tried to dominate over you. And you have integrated your higher self and you've became a whole being to the point to where you just have authority over them now. You've ascended above them and you've literally taken back what's ours from them. And that's why, like, if we were to split this energy up, you looking at him a little sideways, and he's not happy about this. He's not happy that you're wearing or having what he feels should be his. And it's not. It never was. And we're taking it back. We're taking it back from the tyrant. We're taking it back from the bullies, these liars, these hypocrites. And you're also like, you're healing something in the collective about religion or about God. Like there's some kind of, because of this imbalance of masculine and feminine energy, there's been a big wound in the hearts of men in the collective, like men and women, the hearts of human in this collective, in their relationship to God. Because like God exists in the chambers of our hearts. So if our relationship with ourselves, with each other is fucked up, then it's going to fuck up the relationship with the higher. So like you really kind of balancing this all out is doing wonders for the collective. And I remember a recent reading where I gave about like you laying down you being the gardener of this garden, and you're the divine feminine mother that came into the game and weeded out all these weeds, and you're tilling the soil so that way more seeds of these divine feminines can come and impregnate the soil. It's beautiful. It's sacred. It's sacred. What you are, what you're doing is sacred. And I like the victory in this. I do. And I also like the reason why I'm so like appreciative of you now is God is allowing me glimpses of your past. And it's astonishing how far you've come, how strong you are, how beautiful and empowered and capable. Like you've gained so much. I'm appreciative of you being here. Because I know if you're here, everyone and everything's going to be okay. Because if you're here, there's more to come, and there's others, and we're not alone. And God's will is being done. Thank you. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Mary. There's more. The list goes on. All is one. That's why I'm not going to fill it up with too many names. Wow. Oh, yeah. I love it. I really love it. I love it. I love the rainbow fire coming out of the soil that you have purged and cleansed, and you are wielding it as your light, as your life force. Your life force, your vitality is stronger. And you're remembering. You're remembering who you are. And they can't stop you because you remember who you are. That's really awesome. I'm appreciative of the healing that's just been done in the collective because of you existing here. Because like literally there's wounds in the collective with mothers, with fathers, with husbands, with wives, with daughters, with sons, with brothers, with sisters, with aunts, with uncles, with God, with religion, with people in general. What you did is so much bigger than you may even realize. I know it's like kind of like for you, it's like, you know, you're facing like basically the whole world, and you're hitting like this little hub that's isolated in this little area that you live at, but like it's doing so much more than just that. Like because of what you've done, there are men and women that will actually be able to experience a more healed divine blueprint of what it means to be a man and woman under God. And it's because of your liberation in behalf of the collective. You went full steam with your sword alone. You were alone. Like you came here and did it. No one else was doing it. So you came here and did it. And you've been unalived in other lives for this shit. They didn't unalive you this time. They can't ever touch you again. We've completed it. And now it's sanctioned by God. All right, impressorer with the star, magician. You are given the keys and the crown of what you are because you are remembering. You are remembering. You are remembering. And that comes with a lot. That gift of remembrance will come with a lot because you are the gift. Ace of Pentacles. Enjoy the new things coming in. All right? Enjoy the new things coming in. You've got a lot of blessings coming your way in the material, in the spiritual, in the passion base, in the work, in all of it. Like you got all the aces. Magician again. The magician again with the Fool underneath. I see that Fool trying to pop out. It's not until, or that was the Empress. I thought the Empress was the Fool. That's funny. Because it's got the Death with it and the Wheel of Fortune. That would be kind of like Fool energy, especially if a devil tried to, not mind its own damn business. But it's okay. King of Pentacles, Hermit. I love that. You've increased your spiritual wealth. Like you're receiving your spiritual wealth. You're embodying. You're spiritually wealthy. Spiritually wealthy. And that changes a lot. When you start embodying your spiritual inheritance, that does change your material. It does change your material. I was listening to a reading by Shapila the other day, and if you haven't checked out her channel, definitely do. And if you want to, become a member on her channel. I think it's only like $1.99. So like, what's it gonna hurt you? Go show her some support. But she was saying like thank you to her subscribers and viewers because due to the recent donations that she had been getting, she was finally able to like go experience some like strawberries and some fruits. And this is what I'm talking. That was a testimony. I'm using her as an example. And I'm sorry if you don't like me doing that shot. Just let me know and I won't do that again. But you're a beautiful soul and congratulations on your growth. But I can relate for one. I went through that too. Coming out of scarcity and lack and poverty and never having help, never receiving help, never being appreciated or valued. And then, being able to have fresh fruit on the table. Like to be able to buy yourself a microphone, like it does go pretty far. So congratulations on your healing. But this is part of what I'm talking about. When you start receiving your spiritual inheritance, it does change your life too. When you start stepping into this remembrance of your value and you heal and you cut these cords and you release, it does allow you to receive more. You're able to behold more because you have allowed more space within you to be filled with the divine because you've cleared out the shadow and the illusion. You've healed the fear. The fear, you've healed it. The fear of not being enough, the fear of not being deserving, fear of being a burden, fear of not being worthy, the fear of failure, fear of not being safe, not being provided for, not being protected, not being safe. I don't know. But these are fears that we have to address. And I feel like, the spiritual pressure that you were under was a great environment for you. It was difficult, and thank God you're an ascended master because I don't think others would have been able to handle that pressure. They would have cracked or folded. But you were formed into a diamond. In that pressure, you addressed the cracks and fused them back together. You're a temple of light. And you deserve all that you receive. This Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands, this King of Pentacles Hermit, this Hermit didn't always used to be King of Pentacles energy. That's why I'm talking about this, because I feel the growth. I feel the change. I feel the transition. This Hermit didn't used to be King of Pentacles. This Hermit used to be Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. And we kept getting readings about Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, but was still living in the 5 and 7. Now this Hermit is the King of Pentacles and is still getting the aces and is the magician. How? Alchemy. They healed. They healed themselves. Internal alchemy. They put themselves in alignment for their birthright, their spiritual birthright, their spiritual inheritance. We are abundant. We are worthy. We are loved. We are deserving. We are attractive and magnetic and beautiful, creative and talented, worthy, deserving, impeccable in all our ways, because we were created in the image. Congratulations. Congratulations on this journey and how far you've come, because you've stepped into your life purpose. You weren't distracted by the fool's gold or the other things, the other traps in this world. You've passed the test. You've cleared the judgments. You've ascended, like you've cleared your karma. You've healed things from other lives. You've integrated pieces of yourself back together again, and you're more whole now than you've been. Geez, I don't even want to try to measure that, but I'm just glad you're whole now. It's remarkable. And now you're this hermit, King of Pentacles. Now you can afford those fruits. Now you receive what you're worth. You literally deserve it. It's God showing you his love through other people. Thank you, everyone. That is a vessel of God's generosity and gratitude and love. All those that bless me under the Most High God, in the name of El Yahuwah, in Yahushua HaMashiach, you will be blessed by your works sevenfold. And the goodness of your heart will be increased and magnified, and so will your greatness and your steps. And it's remarkable when you realize how far you've come. I'm feeling the energy of someone that is kind of like reflecting on how far you've come. What's your life look like a couple years from now? And look at it now. I've got some testimony. In 2 years of my life, I've changed my income. I've changed my abundance. I've ascended. I've healed. I've shifted lots of timelines. I've done a lot of good work in my families and my bloodlines. And God has done a lot of good works through me in these past 2 years. And my life is miraculously different. And one of the things that makes it so special, believe it or not, is you guys. When I say thank you all so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, subscribes, it's not because I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, oh, goody, 30,000+ subscribers, I'm rich. Like, no. I feel your heart. I feel the love. And it healed me. Y'all healed me. I put myself out there when I wasn't even done with my healing journey, and I started this channel, and I went out and I tried to help others heal, and I ended up experiencing healing myself. I went from having nobody and nothing to I have people that I haven't even fully met yet, and they support me. I've received energetic help in a life where I have struggled alone. My life has transformed. I'm not alone. I've met my soul tribe. I know who I am. I'm in communication with heaven on a daily basis. I'm clean. I'm sober. I'm happy. I'm healthy. And my family's blessed. And I can tell you from personal experience, that is light years different than what my life looked like even just a couple years ago. The people that I used to have battles and troubles and woes with, that used to be my enemies, are now friends that call me and ask me for help with their karma that they're going through. I don't have any enemies. I've got a few, but they're not really enemies with me. My life is very different. I'm sharing that because I feel like someone else is realizing how far you've come as well. And you deserve all that you're receiving. You deserve every I love you. You deserve every thank you. You deserve every I appreciate you. Now, with all of this, I will say, make sure that your understanding of your worth is unshakable and undeniable. Because there are people that are going to see that you are receiving what you're worth, that people are appreciating you, that you have support, that God is shining on you, that you're helping others and you're receiving help for it. And there's people that are going to want to destroy it. And they're going to try to be sneaky about it. They're going to act like they're trying to be helpful, but really they're trying to tear you down. Do not let them. Do not let those people tear you down. That's all they're trying to do. Just be humble and know your worth. And appreciate the ones that appreciate you. God will bless the ones that bless you, and woe to the ones that don't. When you get closer and closer and more in tune, you'll find out yourself, hermit. Hermit with the King of Pentacles and the Star. You've elevated your life very far. I can feel someone's healthy tears of healing because you went from poverty. You went from alone, from nothing. I feel it. I know that pain. No family, no parents, no one loves you. There's no help, there's no support. Tower after tower. And all you're trying to do is what you think is right, and it feels like you're being punished for it. It does end. There is victory. There is salvation. There is redemption. There is happiness. There's redemption for all of it. And it's worth it. It's sincerely and severely worth it. And this, what you're tapping into, what you're experiencing right now, this elevation of yourself, is really only the start and the beginning of new earth, of new you, of new kingdom, of new heavens. You're the new human. You're going to be the first. You were always the last, and that's why you will always be first. But you deserve it. You deserve all of it. You deserve it all. You deserve every bit of this abundance, this change, this transformation, the manifestations, the miracles, the blessings. It's yours. You've earned it. You've done the work. You've done more work than most people here on earth, and yet they're still sitting around, whatever. They'll meet their judgment. And you're meeting yours. And yours is to be exalted and uplifted. Like, I just feel that energy. God loves you, and you've done very good. Is there anything else you would like the collective to know? We've got this King of Wands reverse. You've got some kind of like jealous hater competitor, but what's funny is they're not really competition at all. But they think they are. They think they are, okay? So like, okay, goodness. I feel the energy of someone that's watching me is like a tarot reader, because I'm feeling the energy from this Queen of Wands that she is like, all right, this message will resonate for other individuals in the collective, regardless if you're a spiritualist or do readings, but for someone in particular, I am feeling it. There's someone that's in competition with you because they hate that you outshine them. They hate that you have gifts and abilities that they don't. They hate that people listen to you and people don't listen to them. And they're competing with you, but they don't even compare. They're hating on you and jealous of you, but they don't have it. They just want the power. They just want the money or the attention. They just want the eyes on them, or they just want to feel important, or they just want to be like, it's all vanity. And what you're doing it from your heart, you're doing it from your soul. And like the genuine gratitude you feel for receiving even a fucking snickle fritz for it, like, is so pure and holy. You deserve everything you receive. This person could receive like 10 times that for half the work, and they would act like it's not enough and they deserve more. You didn't even do it for that. You did it because you answered the call from God and you embarked on this journey and you were grateful, and you are deserving. You are deserving. You are entirely deserving, wholly deserving. The Emperor reverse and the Queen of Wands reverse. So you may have a few competitors or energies or individuals that are upset, mad, that you're getting this Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the universe and the moon, because you're closing out all cycles that are hidden, because they're not actually hidden to you, because God sees all. Okay, so you've just got a lot of victory, a lot of success, and a lot of growth, and you've came very far, and you're very triumphant over your enemies, and they just got to talk to God about that. Judgment. I'm serious. They got to talk to God about it. Like, I mean, the Sun, the Hierophant, Two of Swords, Judgment. They got to talk to God about it, because they're not going to get anywhere with you. And where you're headed, man, I don't even know if I have the imagination to see the heights you're attaining to. But when we get there, we'll get there, and we could talk about it then. But for here, right now, you've came very far, and you're very blessed. God bless you. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I will see you on the next collective message.